Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And for this reading, I'm going to be using my Magical Mermaids and Dolphins oracle deck. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards, and each card is going to represent a certain portion of the upcoming week, just so we can get some insight into what kind of energies are coming up for us this week and how we can make the most of them. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we've got, the first card says, stay optimistic. And the little quote on the card says, your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So as you enter the week, I feel like this is saying that some of us might be feeling like we're going to give up on some of our dreams or goals or whatever it is that we're hoping for or working towards. You might be reaching a point now where you're kind of ready to give up. You're maybe not seeing the results you expected, or you're not getting there as fast as you thought you would, or you feel like whatever you're doing just is not really working and it's not really doing anything. So it's funny that this card comes kind of like exactly, 1 month after New Year's, when we're making, goals and resolutions and stuff like that, because this is usually the time when a lot of people will kind of give up on some of their resolutions because they're not seeing results, quick enough. So I feel like this card is saying, don't give up, stay optimistic. It takes a long time sometimes to either manifest things or figure things out or find a method that works for you. And sometimes your efforts, sometimes we feel like our efforts should have more immediate results, or that we should get results much quicker than we actually do. So I feel like the message here at the beginning of the week is be patient and keep at it, whatever it is that you're doing, even if it feels like it's not really working. Keep your mind or your eye on what it is that you're wanting to create here, and kind of focus on that. And if you're really feeling discouraged, take a moment each morning to focus on what it is that you're working towards, or whatever your ideal is, and just really kind of focus on that and focus on what that looks like for you and how it feels. And that's something that will bring more motivation for you as you kind of work through this time. And then moving on to the middle of the week, we've got let yourself receive. And this card says, allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So I love this card. I feel like this card is about friendship, connecting with other people, but more than anything, like the card says, kind of letting yourself receive. So you have people in your life right now who want to help you, who want to, give you things, who want to be generous with you, and you're doing them a huge favor by receiving that and being open and receptive to that. And of course, the more that you receive from others, and the more that you feel, appreciated and taken care of, the more you're going to feel like giving to others and appreciating and taking care of others. So it's kind of like a cycle, or a train or something like that, a chain. Yeah, so I'm just going to look at this card. I feel like there's another message here. I might come back to this one because I feel like there's more here, but for some reason it's not coming to me just yet. So as you move through the week and to the end of the week, the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we've got Dream Big. When I use this deck quite frequently, I always used to get this card. So it says, dream big, let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. So I feel like there's actually kind of a nice continuation with this week. There's stay optimistic. So if you're feeling kind of discouraged, I feel like the message is, be patient, stay optimistic. Things are happening for you. I actually feel like this card is about how things happen for us on an energetic level before they happen on the physical level. So things can be happening under the surface, change can be occurring, but we don't necessarily notice it yet because it hasn't really shown up for us. And if we give up too soon, we don't get to reap the rewards of the work that we've done. And then moving on, the middle of the week is about, connecting with others and really actually, I think, appreciating others and what others do for you in your life. So appreciating the presence of people in your life, and, opening yourself to receive help and guidance from other people. And then moving on to the end of the week and the weekend, we have dream big. And dream big, I feel like this is kind of almost like permission to dream and not limit yourself by telling yourself you have to be more realistic or just like, I think a lot of us, we'll have a dream or something, or we'll have a vision or something that we want to pursue or do, and then that kind of small voice inside is like, oh no, that's unrealistic, or that's going to be too much work, or no, you shouldn't do that. And like the card says, it says, let go of small thoughts about yourself. So start seeing yourself as a more powerful individual, a more powerful person who's really capable of doing a lot. And this is kind of the first step in sort of letting go of some of the limiting beliefs that you might have. I think many of us actually see ourselves as being, limited creatures who have limits and have a limited amount of energy, creativity, intelligence, resources, health, etc. And I feel like this card is saying, just let go of that on a mental level, even if part of you thinks that that isn't true. Just experiment with it. So, experiment, spend a week just kind of whenever a thought like that comes up, kind of recognize it, and then just picture it sort of dissolving or disintegrating. And just experiment with dreaming big and seeing yourself as this really powerful, infinitely creative, infinitely abundant person. And you can do this by kind of asking yourself questions like, what would I do differently if there was no limit to my energy? If I had unlimited energy, what would I do differently in my life? If I had unlimited abundance, so unlimited money, what would I do differently? And if I had unlimited creativity and I was super creative all the time, what would be different about my life? What would I do differently? And that's like a nice place to start for, dreaming big. I don't think dreaming big is necessarily about like, imagining yourself being super successful or having lots of stuff. I think it's about dreaming about what would be possible if, I was more infinitely more energetic and abundant and healthy and creative. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick step back and have a look at these cards. I feel ultimately this reading and this week is about, it's about inspiring yourself and finding that inspiration. I feel like the first card is kind of a message, like stay optimistic, don't, get down in the dumps if things aren't working the way you expected, and get your inspiration and your energy and your enthusiasm from dreaming big and about kind of the stuff I just talked about, but also from your relationships with other people and, recognizing that other people are in your life to help you with things, and just like you're in their life to help them. And when you open yourself to receiving that help and that love and that guidance and everything, it can totally, change how you look at your life and change how you experience things. So please feel free in the comments below if you have any observations that you've made yourself here, if you notice anything that I didn't mention, please feel free to comment in the comment section with your own observations. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. And my name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and you can check out my website if you want to learn more about tarot and oracle card reading at dailytarotgirl.com. Okay, thanks for watching.